The grave of Aluka Lucy is being constructed in Chidekto village, Ogangai Parish, Pingire Sub-County, Serere District, where she was being laid to rest. Relatives and friends are still trying to come to terms with her sudden death. Aluka Imaima Lucy met her death on 23rd January 2025 at Soroti Welfare Clinic, where she had gone to deliver her first child.
Now when it reached around 4, the nurses called her. Then of course they started injecting her. Then she came out and told me, because by then they had already given us a room.
After the surgery conducted by Dr. Egwao Godfrey and other co-workers, the relatives were given the newborn baby.
I'd expected them to bring her also immediately. So when I was there, because we were there, it took about again an hour for them to bring her. But before they brought her, they came because I was now with my sister. By then she was the one carrying the baby. They came and told us that now we are bringing back the patient, but we need you out.
Later, the hospital staff told them that Lucy was in deep sleep after the surgery, but she never woke up.
So me, I woke up when I became alert when I heard my sister saying that, why is she very cold? Because now the sleep was catching me. So that thing, whatever me shocked me. So I said,
The baby started crying, maybe after 1 hour. The baby now was kind of restless. So the nurse comes in and tells us that, you go and get some glucose and Rinsori to give that baby, because he'll continue crying because of what? Hunger.
They noticed something was wrong with the flow of the drip.
I realized the drip they had put, because they would put big and small. The big one had stopped because the other ones were not there.
So me, I opened the blanket, because one hand for the drip was on our side. I opened the blanket and I said, why, maybe if I pinch her, she can do what? She can wake up. So the hand was very stiff like this. I said, these people now, they would have told us that she's dead. How can they make us lie with the baby? Then we would be expecting her to wake up and feed her baby.
Dr. Egwao, upon arrival, took the remains of Lucy to a nearby mortuary run by a funeral home.
And then he did the body treatment, and then they allege that thereafter he switched off his phones. So there was a breakdown. They raised concerns, and police, we took it on.
Then instructed those mortuary attendants that don't allow them to take the body before they pay the fee.
The relatives sought for a post-mortem report, contacting the nearby Soroti Regional Referral Hospital, but in vain.
The first doctor we consulted about doing the post-mortem was at first he was positive about it. So afterwards, again, the doctor changed his mind.
The relatives eventually obtained a post-mortem report from Regional Police Surgeon in Mbale, which revealed that Lucy died from severe postpartum hemorrhage. Police spokesperson Situma Rusoke confirmed that Dr. Egwao Godfrey was apprehended and later secured a police bond as the investigations continue.
I think either by tomorrow the file will be submitted to the state attorneys.
The relatives accused Soroti Welfare Clinic and Dr. Egwao of negligence and withholding vital information.
Because the actions of the medic or the doctor after the procedure leave a lot wanting.
Bleeding during pregnancy is a common condition, but can be managed by experts. Dr. Henry Kiza, a gynecologist and obstetrician at Mulago Women's Specialized Hospital, explains.
Bleeding during a C-section shouldn't go beyond 1 liter of blood or more. So anything bleeding of 1 liter or more is considered as excess. Now, so how do we prepare ourselves? It is not only the mother who should prepare themselves. Also the doctors. So a mother who is going to have a C-section, on the doctor's side, there must be a reason. There must be a scientific reason for the C-section to be carried out.
An adequate plan before a surgery or C-section is to prevent complications. Private medical facilities contribute to maternal mortalities due to inadequate skills and neglect of guidelines.
These doctors should be monitored, not only to offer them operation licenses, but also subsequently to be updating them, their registers, to know that they are still competent to carry out these procedures.
The guidelines also include liaising with the patient and the family on the process.
We have a big role to explain to them that just being your first time doesn't mean that you require a C-section. So in that case, you explain to them why they need to follow. We follow the guidelines. Reliable information indicate that postpartum hemorrhage contributes to about 25% of maternal deaths in Uganda. Aluka Lucy's death has left the relatives and community in shock. As investigations continue, relatives demand for justice and accountability. Daniel Mugoya, UBC News.